All right, so you are looking at the the spot where potentially Reynolds was killed. As you can see, these are called Reynolds Woods now. They were Herbst Woods, I believe. And a lot of the undergrowth wouldn't have been there, but he was trying to lead the Iron Brigade, the old Black Hats, as the Confederates like to call them, into this because some of their commanders weren't the best trained in the military sense for deploying their troops, so he wanted to try to make sure that they were deployed right and led here on the first day. Now, when he got shot, the Iron Brigade, or the Army of the Potomac, lost a bit of what they're planning on doing. The goal, from everything I've read, was to fight on these ridges, and if you go farther out of town, you'll see small rises in the road every mile or so, or within a mile or so, which makes this like an ideal defense ground, because you can fight on it, you can push the enemy back, and then you can fall back to the next one and just slowly delay, which kept them from the really good ground outside of town. That was the plan. And Reynolds had even said that he would barricade the streets if he had to hold on to that. Good on the Cemetery Hill, Culp's Hill, Little Round Top, Cemetery Ridge, all of that. What eventually became the Union Fishhook. But when he died, Howard and Doubleday, the two commanders, didn't organize an effective plan to get out of town and didn't figure out where to go along the way, which is part of what led to probably the casualty rates on this ground, but it also helped hold it too. And on top of that, it also led to more small unit decisions that either made or broke that first day's fight. You've seen it. Yeah. I explained some of that with the railroad cut with the 6th Wisconsin of the Iron Brigade, where they made those decisions. A lot of the time, the 1st Corps, and they were so spread out, the 1st and the 11th, that they would have to adjust their lines to meet the Confederates as they came. So they'd have to change directions and everything like that based on the needs. So there was space. And that was how they were able to keep the ground. But the danger of that is, because of that, all that space in between units, you could easily get overrun. Eventually, that's what happened to both the 1st and the 11th. And I don't even want to get into who ran first. I think they probably broke right around the same time, so I don't think it matters. But they both went in through there, and they both fell back into town, and there wasn't an evacuation plan to get to Cemetery Hill. And they lost quite a few good men in the town.